Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, you know who it is. I don't know how long this video gonna be, man. I just kind of want to share my thoughts, man. So like, man, one of the things, man, like, I don't know. I guess I just want to bring my silence about something. Um, so like, um, I don't know, a lot been going on. Like, I just dealing with a lot. You know what I'm saying? What I find kind of weird. Like I just break my silence, man. And I want to post this. I might take it down later on. I don't know. But what I want to say though, like I've been dealing with a lot of stuff here lately, and it's getting worse. Um, like I don't know, like weird stuff is going on, and so I do want to talk about this, and I don't know if I keep this video up, I might take it down, but I just want to voice my opinion because I feel like I'm not being heard, and so I want to make some things correct, and I want to set the record straight today. Um, so I used to work, oh man, I used to work at Electrolux, man. So I'll talk about the situation. So like, um, I know I shouldn't do this, but I gotta set the record straight. I just feel like nobody want to hear what I have to say. And probably nobody want to hear what I have to say and me make this video. Like, I understand who cares about what goes on in this world. So much going on. But what I'm saying though, like, so my partner, at the time wasn't at Electric, so I'm gonna keep it short. And I'm gonna try to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's the type of dude I try to be. Try to be respectful. Um, so like on my job, I would work with this guy partner, and so like we was talking about politics, whatever. And one thing about me, somebody come to me and ask me a question about anything, well, what you want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have an ear to listen, like, I'm ready to listen, like, I'm that type of dude. I'm not one of the type of people that I think that I know it all, you know what I'm saying? You know, I study a lot, I try to learn a lot of things, but I still don't think I know it all. I just that's just me. I like to get a good understanding about things, and anybody come to me and talk about stuff, um, I talk to them about it, whatever. Um, and what I'm about to say, it's like I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to like make anybody look bad, nothing like that. I'm just trying to clear myself. Like, that's all I'm doing, clearing myself. That's all I'm doing. Like, and number one, like, and it's a situation where is people don't want to hear me out, so that's why I'm making this video. Like I said, I might take it down or whatever. But I used to work at Electrolux, and so like man, like me and this guy, we talk about politics, whatever. Like, I don't mind talking about politics, and so my thing is that uh try to make it short and sweet, but so like he got mad because I said I voted for Obama and Biden. And so he got mad, he got mad about it. Oh, you should never vote for him, because something about Obamacare, his health insurance got raised up and stuff like that. I understand it. At the time I was working at Clemson, I didn't have to deal with it because I had my own health insurance. I was working for the state, so I didn't have to deal with high price health insurance. So I see what he's saying. I didn't argue. I see what he was saying. But where I was working at Clemson at the time, I didn't have to worry about high price health insurance. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. If Obama was raising up health, raising up health insurance, I mean, I don't know, and and I hate to say it like this. Like I'm trying to be respectful. I don't know. I didn't have to deal with it. I see what he's saying. Okay, now I'm not gonna say the other guy's name because that's gonna cause a stir. I'm not gonna say his name because I won't be respectful. But one thing I will say though, it's like the guy that's president now. Um, you know, man, I'm gonna be careful with my word. A lot of people voted for him. That's why he's in office. And then Biden, he was getting older, and so he wasn't thinking clearly about what he was doing at the end of his term. So a lot of people voted for the other person. I ain't gonna say that person name. I ain't gonna say that person name. I'm trying to be respectful. Everybody voted for the other person that's president right now in 2025. And so one of the argument was that I was telling the dude, this is when I was at lecture, I was telling the dude that, hey, I watched this documentary and they were talking about Trump and they were being respectful about Trump. Like it wasn't one of those documentaries like they were bashing Trump. They was being respectful about Trump, very respectful. And so it was kind of like it was one of those documentaries where you could be your own judgment if he's a good person or a bad person. Now there was some things that okay, it had me left for thinking maybe it was certain things he was doing where it might have seemed wrong. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm trying to be respectful. It might have seemed wrong, but I see why he did it as a businessman, stuff like that. So business people, they trying to make money. They're not trying to sell stuff to people that don't make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of person that the president that we have now. That's the type of person that he is. He's still that way. Whatever I think. But so when I was telling my partner at the time, while working at Lecture, I was like, man, dude, I said, dude, documentary being respectful of the president right now. The president right now, 2025. At the time he was the president, but of the president of 2025. And so for some reason he got mad at me like, oh man, it could have been a Democrat a documentary made about some person that they views a Democrat. I don't think so, cause Democrats they don't like the president right now in 2020. I'm not gonna say it now, cause I'm not gonna let nobody sit here. I'm not doing that, cause I'm not trying to get anything. I might delete this video anyway, but I'm not trying to get in trouble and all like that, cause I know that's gonna create another stir. But I said, nah, it was just a nice documentary. I liked it cause I'm all about making money, working and getting stuff done. So that's what I like. That's what I got out of it. I'm looking at the business aspect of it. I'm like, that's what I'm looking at it as. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason I like watching, cause the man he got his own tower and stuff like that. He always do business with people and stuff like that. Make deals with people, stuff like that. So that interests me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I like business things like that. So he like to make money. I mean, I ain't rich, sure ain't that, but I like to make money. That's why I work. And that's why I try to always have a job, keep a job. But so the crazy thing, so the dude got mad, and he got mad for me talking about the documentary and the fact that I didn't vote for him the first time he ran. I wasn't gonna vote for him. I voted Libertarian. Yeah, and that guy, cause it was, I'm not gonna say his name. That guy and it, Hillary, and then it was Gary Johnson, and so I will admit this. So I did vote for Gary Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He was a Libertarian, I was going to vote for the other guy. I was going to vote for Hillary. And the reason I'm not saying the other guy name, because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm trying to be respectful. I could be disrespectful, but not towards anyone. No. I'm not saying that. Not saying I'm being disrespectful to anyone. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, people try to try me sometimes, but I'm just saying. So, basically, what I'm getting at though is like man, so like, so I was gonna tell him. So the part at I work my partner at trying to let you look. So like he got mad, and so like, and I think the confusion came about me trying to be understanding about it, trying to get a good understanding, and I think about it all the time. Cause it got worse for me in this situation like a man now for nothing. It get worse. So like, I was gonna tell after he got mad at me saying like, oh man, cause he was talking down about it. That didn't bother me. But I'm like, dude, why you so upset? I understand why you upset, but why you upset with me, man? Like I'm just talking, bro. Like we just having a conversation. You ain't had to get bent out of shape over me. Like we just having a conversation. Like people gonna vote who they want to vote for, and so he got bent out of shape. And so like man, like so I thought about it. I walked away. I thought about it. I said, well, I told him myself, I said, I want to tell him myself that dude, I just gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna speak on it no more. And when I wanted to tell him that, I wanted to tell him that. And so by the time I came over there to talk to tell him that, he turned around, threw his hands up, and like, whoa, bro, I'm trying to talk to you. It's fine, but it pissed me off. I'm like, dude, I'm a grown tail man. At the time, I was like 43 years old. I'm like, you're not going to disrespect me, man. That's why I got upset. So I didn't send him to him for like 2 or 3 weeks. And then, Lord behold, like, this other dude came out of nowhere trying to fight me. Why he trying to fight me? I don't know why. So what's weird about it is that then that's when I actually did talk to my partner about actual situation. I'm like, bro, like man, I said call the supervisor. Like call the supervisor, tell her to like tell the dude to back off. Get out this line, go somewhere else, leave me alone. I'm trying to work. Like I'm out my own business, bro. Like, why you trying to fight me? I said, I'm not trying to fight nobody. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't fight the dude. The reason I ain't gonna fight, like, think about this. And the dude is like a trained, okay, I'm 40, at the time I was 43 years old. The dude is a trained fighter. He's on YouTube. I'll drop location. He's in Anderson. Dude's a fighter. He's a trained fighter in Anderson. The dude's like 21, 22 years old. He's a young dude. Young in the 20s. Dude showed me, he got a YouTube page. He fight. He's a trained fighter. I don't know if he's that good of a fighter, but I'm not that stupid trying to fight somebody that's a trained fighter. I picked my fight. I could go deep about that, but about picking my fight, but I'm not. But the dude is a trained fighter. All I know, the dude trying to fight me. I'm like, dude, I'm not fighting you, man. Like, you a trained fighter. Like, the thing about me, if I'm trying to fight somebody, I'm gonna always have it set up in my mind how I'm gonna do that. It's almost like, man, let me get myself ready. But at the moment, I'm like, dude, it'd been different like if he never showed me that he could fight. You know what I'm saying? But he's a trained fighter, man. I'm not gonna fight you. You over there up in my face, what you gonna do? You over there call me out of my name and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, I'm not fighting you, man. You a trained fighter. Dude, you might put me in the hospital. Like, no, I'm not fighting you, man. You a trained fighter. You pick your fight. Then again, like I said, I'm a type of person, like, back in my mind, I gotta think about how I'm gonna fight you. I wasn't even mad at you. I was mad at the other dude. And man, it's me and him having a conversation. So it just felt like to me, man, like, maybe that dude had the dude that he probably told, oh, dude mad at me or whatever. I'm like, man, I don't know. So all I know, like when I was working at Electric, after all that happened, I had to go to HR or something like that, and it and it and they basically asked me like what all happened and stuff like that. I told them my side of the story, and I'm not getting into that, but I guess based on what I said about something, then that's why I got fired. But one thing about it, I always thought that when they always say on the job, as long as y'all don't put your hand on each other, you get to keep your job. I'm like, what I don't understand is that what pissed me off the most. Remember, I'm part of talking about politics because we argued before, kind of got in trouble. He told me to back off. I backed off. He told me, when you turn around and throw your hands up, that means to me you want me to back off. I respectfully backed off. To me, I wasn't gonna talk to the dude no more. I care less. But then one thing I did talk to him about, what I did ask him to do, dude was trying to fight me. I'm like, I got every right to ask that dude, hey, call the supervisor and tell this dude to try to fight me, get off the line. I had every right to do that. That's my right. I'm there to work, trying to make money. So all I know, I'm fired. I'm like, man, that's some bull crap, man. I'm dealing with a lot. Excuse me, stutter. I'm dealing with a lot right now, man. Like because of that, man, it's not right. I'm like, my partner told me, the guy I work beside, he told me to back off. I backed off. I did what he wanted me to do. I backed off. For my concern, it doesn't matter if I get mad or not. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, dude, the person tell you to back off, you back off. Because you can't get fired for not backing off. You're supposed to back off. Like, he could have called supervisor on me, like, dude ain't backing off. He talking about politics. I don't think he probably get spent or something like that. Like, I backed out, did what he wanted me to do. I don't want to tell him myself that I want to leave alone. That's what I want to tell him. But then, like, if I'm losing my train of thought, somebody out here, I don't know, seeing what they doing. Sorry for losing my train of thought here. Somebody out here trying to see what they doing. But I got distracted. I'm getting distracted right now. And then the other dude comes along trying to fight me. I'm like, we didn't fight. Like, most time on the job, they say like, well, yeah, if y'all fight, you get fired. Or, if y'all fight, you automatically fight. We didn't fight. I told him to back up. He's sitting there up in my face, jumping in my face. I wasn't going to back down. I wasn't going to back down, whatever. But I'm like, dude, back off. I'm like, and I told the guy to call the supervisor to get this dude off the line. I'm trying to get back to work. I'm like, I don't got time for that. I'm trying to make money, man. Like, no, that don't make no sense. And so I got fired. Basically for nothing. Like, cause when I was at Electrolux, yeah, I'm calling y'all out. Like when I was at Electrolux, like man, like yeah, like I told them well, I tried to tell them how I actually got started, why I was upset. That's how I don't know. They're like, well, how I got started. I was talking. Me and the other dude arguing. The other dude came out of nowhere trying to fight. I'm like, what the world? I think I know why he was upset with me, because I was annoying him. He was doing some strange, acting weird, doing some strange stuff. Like, dude, I'm staying away from you, man. Like, nah. And I think he got mad about that because I'm trying to back away and keep the peace and not fool with him. And both of them. And I'm trying to be respectful. Like, man, like the other guy, the one I would talk to at first, like, what I don't understand about people, man, it's like you can't get mad because who people vote for. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad about that. You can't get mad about who people vote for. How I feel about it, man. If it's that bad, man, this shut down everything, man. Like, bump it all then. You know what I'm saying? Like, just bump it all. Like, I mean, a party going to get mad about voting, and you going to either lose your job or lose this or losing that. I'm like, man, we just need to shut that all down, man. Put a, have something new or something like that. That don't make no sense to me. I mean, everybody trying to have common sense. It's the reason why the guys in office now, because, bodies were getting old. And we had no choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be respectful how I'm saying all that. And then the other guy, I mean, I guess I hear, and I don't know. I guess I have heard his story. We had talked, before he tried to fight me with her. But I'm like, I heard his story a little bit. Like, I know he was dealing with a lot of things and stuff like that. And I guess he tried to take his anger out on me. We all get angry and stuff like that. But I'm thinking like, dude, I'm like, what I didn't understand was that when I was working there, like, I'm like, bro, like, how in the world you gonna try to fight me? I'm like, I'm working. I'm like, I'm minding my own business. I mean, like, you mad because I'm mad at somebody else? That's kind of strange, bro. Like, if I mean, if I was, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna fight that dude, man. Dude was a trained fighter. I mean, cause I'm a type of person like, if if I'm fighting somebody, it gotta be built up in my mind what to do, what I want to do before I do it. Like, and then again, I'm 40-something years old, man. I ain't gonna fight nobody, man. Like, nah, I'm trying to. I got things I gotta do. I go to work. I got things I gotta take care of, man. Like, stop getting distracted, but I got things I gotta take care of, man. I don't got time for all that, man. Trying to fight somebody, you a trained fighter, man. Like, I mean, that's it. I mean, really think about that. You a trained fighter. I ain't saying that I can't fight, but dude, you a trained fighter, man. I can see that if I was 20-something years old, then yeah, I probably would have fought. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be respectful. I mean, I probably still won't fight back, but like, you 20-something years old, I'm 40-something. You a trained fighter. Like, no, I'm not fighting no trained fighter, man. I mean, if I knew that, it like, I'm saying too much. Like, dude, you saying that, bro, like, I'm like, you should have, like, oh, I want to fight you. I'm like, you a trained fight, like, man, give me a chance to be trained for like 2 months or something like that so I can fight you back. Like, you can, I seen your video. You can set that up. Like, good Lord. I mean, but that's not what I'm about. I'm not a fighter. People that know, but they know what I do. I'm like, I ain't no fighter, man. Like, man, that's not my forte. Like, dude, fight somebody. You want to fight somebody? Like, I think that's wrong, man. And then, like, we didn't fight. Then I got fired for what? I'm like, I did what I was supposed to do. The dude, the first guy told me to back off. The other guy tried to fight me. We didn't fight. I told the guy that who I was actually mad at. I talked to him like, hey, like, do you mind calling the supervisor, tell this dude to back off? All I know, I'm fired from my job. I mean, I had a good job. And I'm dealing with a lot now. It don't make no sense. I mean, it don't make no sense, man. Like, I mean, that gotta change. I mean, that's just wrong. But I want to break my silence about that, man. I mean, it just been a lot going on. Another thing I do want to say, I probably gonna end with this, and then I might delete this later on. Another thing I do want to say though, oh man, I kind of want to talk about. I kind of want to leave it alone, but I don't want to say this. A lot of people, um, I don't know, man. I kind of want to leave this alone, but I kind of bring myself. Like I said, I'll probably delete this later on. I don't know. I might keep it up. I might delete. I don't know. Well, like I might delete this because I'm just trying to bring my silence on this. I don't know what the Lord lead me to do. So, it's been something been going on for a very long time about, I guess about gospel rap, and I want to explain myself and correct some things, whatever. All right, so, um, Me and my buddy, my friend, trying to be respectful. I'm not gonna say names, but I'm trying to be respectful. That's the type of dude I am. Um, um, me, me and a friend of mine, a few of us, whatever, we started a gospel rap group. The Lord, I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. The Lord, but the Lord, what I'm trying to say, the Lord lead me to share more about this, I will, but right now, not the time, but I will share this a little bit today. The Lord dealt with me and my friend about gospel rap. It's been like almost like, man, it's been a long time ago, almost like 30 years, probably longer than that, about a good 25 or 30 years or something like that. And been that far back. It's crazy. Lord deal with me and my friend about doing gospel rap, like doing stuff for the Lord, whatever. And so Lord would dealing with him about a lot of things strongly, and Lord deal with me about a lot of things very strongly. And so we prayed about it. Lord kept dealing with us about it. Like I said, I ain't gonna share everything, but I will share this short story though. So like, and so we started doing it, and so like, start doing the gospel and stuff like that, and then and that was at a time Lord was dealing with us about cause that's like when I first got like saved, like this when I first got the Holy Ghost back in like 2000. This when like all that happened all that time. And so like, cause we been making music, but I didn't have the Holy Ghost at first, but I had the Holy Ghost at 2000. So like, so something like that. So like, yeah, 2000 I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, so like, so Lord started dealing with us about doing gospel. So that was at a time where like hip hop was like in its golden years. And rap music got hip hop, whatever. It was in its golden years. And so like, Lord was dealing with us way back then, but like how we shouldn't even listen to like hip hop or rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's okay to like, people listen to what they want to listen to, but I'm saying like, if you know what I'm trying to say, like, anybody know anything about hip hop, like, especially when you like go to church or save or something like that, like, there's a different spirit. You know what I'm saying? So like, Lord doing us about like, man, go a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, so we started making like gospel rap music, and we started listening to our own music, making it, listen to our own music, and then around that same time, like other people were doing like gospel rap, Christian hip hop. We didn't know nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? So like it's like all other people doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't gonna say anything, I'm trying to be respectful or whatever. I mean ain't nothing wrong with saying names, but trying to be respectful. But so other guys were doing so like I started like buying this, the gospel rap CDs or whatever. Start listening to that and stuff like that. And so we start listening to it. So like start listening to it, and then when I start listening to it, I'm distracted. Just got distracted. And so like start listening to it, and then like all of a sudden like I'm trying to be respectful how I say this. At around that time that was trying to be respectful how I say this. Try to use my words carefully. All right, so it was a guy named G. Craig Lewis. He got a thing called Truth Behind Hip Hop. I was gonna say something else, but I'm trying to be respectful, so I'm not getting all that. But he's one of the reasons why he had nothing against us. He didn't know who we were, but a guy named G. Craig Lewis, and he had a ministry DVD called Truth Behind Hip Hop. And so one of the things he said that was like, he said that like what he said something I can't fully remember. Like he said something like, I think he was trying to say something like it wasn't nothing wrong with gospel rap. He disagreed about hip hop. He disagreed about like it's wrong to like use Christian in the hip hop. That's what he would say. Like he would say like, cause some people say like, well, gospel rap wrong, but then he would go and say like, well, Christian hip hop wrong, cause like you taking the hip hop culture and mixing it with the, mixing it with the church or mixing it with the gospel, whatever. Like it's some weird thing and trying to say how it's all the money and stuff like that. So when people watched it at the time, when people watching it, they kind of. I remember like there was I remember there was a few gospel rappers like, man, after that dude had said that, he made like many like DVD series of that. And so like I think it's still kinda ongoing. Like I think it's on like number 15 or 17 or something like that. I don't know. I don't really keep all that stuff now. But yeah, he made a lot of series on that, like talking about that. Talking about how like and some of that stuff like and some of it like one thing I did like about him, 'cause I remember one time well I ain't getting it, but well how can I say it? I don't wanna say too much, but how can I say it? I mean I don't know. I just say I have watched one of his videos and whatever. So I watched one of his videos one time with her friend. Ain't like I care about watching it, but I watched it with a friend, something like that. Some friends of mine, whatever. That was a long time ago. A friend of mine had a DVD and he wanted me to watch it with him and some other friends, whatever. I said like that. And so like I watched the the DVD. And how I kind of left about it, like it's kind of eerie. Like I said, well, you trying to tell me that hip hop goes so far back, and you trying to say it's the money, and I'm like, I said, dude, it's kind of scary, man. Like a lot of people, like some of the stuff he was saying, I'm like, a lot of people not thinking it. Like, hip hop rap music, what I'm saying, like the essence of, in my opinion, it's like it's something enjoyable or something fun to listen to. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was at the beginning. But it do seem like some people trying to. I want to say this. I would have to. I do want to kind of break it. I do want to say this though. Like I would say, be very careful about people saying like rap music was there way back then in the '60s and stuff like that. Like, cause there's a movie out called Sinners or something like that, and they were trying to say that in their movie, like, rap music way back then, hip hop. In my spirit, I want to say this with the Holy Ghost. It's like be very careful that people that talk like that, cause like Lord dear me strongly about that, and that's not good because at that time you had like the civil rights movements and you had like we as black people was coming together. It was all about love, you know what I'm saying? It was all about, it was all about going to church and try to overcome we as black people at that time what we were dealing with. Like it wasn't no gangster or nothing like that going on. But Lord dealing about that, like be very careful when you hear people talk about that though. Like if somebody think about how demonic that is. Cause you have like drill rap. You have like when I was growing up, you had gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, like back in like 2020 or like 2018 around that time. Well, I think 2020 something like that. You had like drill rap that was very popular. And, I'm not again, but those y'all know that what I'm talking about. And I don't even look that up. It's demonic. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, but it's very demonic. But Lord, dealing about like when somebody say that rap music way back then in the '60s and stuff like that, I'm like, well, now there was rappers that was making clean rap songs. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no gangster rap. Nobody was talking about shooting nobody. I'm saying that like the time when I was born. The time I was born, I was born during the '80s. And then I didn't know you did have some Christian hip hop during the '80s. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like Christian hip hop go way back. I didn't know that. So like how I perceive it, since I grew up in church, I'm perceiving things from a Christian perspective, from from the perspective of the Word of God, like the King James and stuff like that. That's the perspective that I'm getting it from. So like I grew up on gospel rap, but then you had people like I said, like G. Craig Lewis. You had somebody like him. He was saying like, oh man, this the money. That like he get on everything. I mean, like one thing I did like about him, not only did he got on like rappers or whoever, like he got on gospel singers too. Like some of these gospel singers out here, they singing for the Lord and living a double lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I like about him. But like he get on everybody. He just don't just get on rap. He get on gospel singers and all that. But I be careful. But my thing about that, I be very careful about listening to a guy like that because like I see where he coming from and he has information. But like Lil Demi about like man, when somebody say that you don't supposed to be listening to music like that. Not back then. Like nah, bro, that's kind of weird. I could say something like Lil Demi strong about it. Like somebody come to you and say like, oh man, they were writing music back in the '60s, and I kind of understand '70s. That could kind of make a little sense. But way back then in the '60s, and you talking like that's the money. And like they can't like stay. I'm telling you, somebody talk. If they in church in the world, I promise you, man, stay away from that, man. And I think that's where some of these musicians. I mean, hey, the devil powerful, man. I think that's where some of these musicians, man. I mean, I'm not even saying they rappers. Like these musicians out here, they probably where they get these the money influence from the world like that. Listen to music like that. Like be very careful. And Lord did about like how that can be. That's very demonic, man. Like that's some scary stuff. Like you know what I'm saying. Like what's normal is still like okay, yeah, you had hip hop. They had black. No, I mean, yeah, them guys wasn't saved, but it was clean music. You know what I'm saying? It was pure, clean music. Like a Christian can't. I say, I mean, I'm saying like a Christian person can listen to it. What I'm saying, cause it's clean. But when you kind of get to like early '90s and they started cussing and stuff like that, okay, yeah, that's all the line right there. I mean, and I'll be honest about like nobody in church should listen to no music with any cussing in it. Period. Like you should. And people still do it. You know what I'm saying? People still do it. Whatever. But we should. But I think the strangest thing is that like during the time that I grew up on gospel rap, cause I wasn't listening to rap music. I mean, who am I gonna try to listen to some gangster rap? I grew up in the church. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand. I understand the music. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I understand the music and all that. I ain't no problem. Talk about what they want to talk about. But who am I? I'm going to compare myself with a gangster rapper. I could compare myself with a gospel rapper. I mean, and then I told you my story. Like me and my friend, we started out doing gospel rap. You know what I'm saying? So like. That's something that we didn't know other people were doing it. That was something new. That was like a lot of people grew up in church and we knew about hip hop music. And Lord deal with me and my friend and some other people. And they're like, nah, like if you going the Bible said what we do in word of deed, do in the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We call in the name of Jesus, following, quote scriptures, using scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Making music for the Lord. But then people, especially saying this though, like, but then people come around like, oh man, God not pleased with that, whatever, something like that. Like, huh? Like, nah, man, that don't make no sense. Like, I don't know, but I don't know. It just, I don't know why, Lord. I might delete this later on, man, but I don't know why Lord let me to make this video. It just been a lot on my mind, dealing with a lot of stuff. One thing I can say too, I'm dealing with so much, man, and it's like when you try to follow the Lord and do what's right, then the devil gonna throw everything at you. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like I don't know why all this happened. Like I don't mind going to work. I don't mind talking to people. Dude try to fight me. I'm like I'll tell y'all a story. They happened about like a year ago. I'm trying to tell the dude to back off. That's no on fire. Like we didn't fight for. What did I do wrong? I don't know. I mean, it then like people, you try to do things people tell you to do, then and like I don't want to say this, and like I want to say this, and might be done. Then like I'm a type of person, man. I don't mind doing what people tell me to do. You tell me to do something, I do it. I think the issue is a lot of times I don't understand like when people get upset after then tell me to do something and I might not like it. People gotta like people you gotta understand. It like when you tell somebody something sometimes they might not like it. What that could be anything. You know what I'm saying? You could tell somebody to do something. They ain't gonna like what you tell them. They probably gonna get mad. They ain't gonna do nothing to you, but you shouldn't get mad about that. You the one setting up the rules. You the one tell them not to do this or to do that. You the one setting up the rules. Person might get mad. You can't get upset about that. They gonna get it. It's like if you don't want nobody to get mad, don't set no rules up then. You the one setting up the rules. Like, you can't get mad about that. Like, nah. If you don't want nobody to get mad, don't tell nobody to do nothing. Just let a person be. Like, let them, whatever the case, let them talk. Let them, I ain't saying let the person do anything wrong, but like, in most cases, I think what goes on a lot of times, like, you talking about something, oh man, I don't want to talk about it no more. Well, that person probably was done talking. Let them finish what they have to say. But then they get mad. Then you turn around and get mad because they got mad. Like, you can't do that. Like, you should have just went ahead and let the person finish what they had to say. Then that would have been done. But you want to be disrespectful and think a person ain't going to get mad. Like, a person not going to let that go. They was finish what they were saying. I don't know. I'll leave it at that. I might delete this later on, man. But I just want to break my silence about that. But I just want to share that. Hope everybody have a blessed day, man. And I love everybody in Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dealing with a lot, man, so much. It don't make no sense what I'm dealing with. I don't know why I'm going through this. It's crazy, man. Like, I mean, the main thing for me, people tell me back off, I back off. People still get mad. I'm like, because I get upset. I'm like, dude, everybody ain't gonna like when you tell them to do something, man. Like, people ain't gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad about that. You tell a person to, you tell that person what to do and they do it. They might not like it. Can't get mad because they don't like it. Like, no. I mean, you're not God. Like, I mean, good Lord. Like, I mean, that's different. I mean, God tell you to do something. I mean, I'm saying, like, when God tell you to do something, yeah, that's it. You got to do it. You can't argue with God, but people think they God sometimes. Like, you're not God. Like, no, you're not God. Like, people gonna get upset when you tell them something. But no, you can't get mad at God. You sure can't. God got his word, like his word, it ain't gonna change. But people change. That's one thing about people. People will change. They'll say one thing, oh, I didn't say that. Like, oh, now you're trying to be confusing about things. I'm like, so that's why I say, like, you can't get mad when you tell somebody something. You gonna tell somebody something, you tell them specifically what you want done. If they walk away, they walk away. I'm like, you can't get mad if they walk away and they get upset about it. Then you wrong. Like, you cause a confusion. Like, nah, man. But I don't let y'all go, man. I might come back on here, but yeah, I just think it was wrong how when I was working at Lecture, it was just wrong, like how they did it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like to working out there. I like to working out there, you know what I'm saying? I liked it, working with the people out there, and I was making good money, you know what I'm saying? And I was working there for a long time, you know what I'm saying? And when I was working there, things was, I was financially stable, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to sound like this, but it's just the truth, man. But then, like, I don't know, it's like, since I left from there, just a lot have changed, you know what I'm saying? Financially, and it's like, man, it's rough, man. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time.